Good Monday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. And much better weather ahead, but not really nice weather ahead for tomorrow, basically tomorrow, Wednesday. Quite cold, snow showers, and in the UP, a winter storm warning in effect. But lower Michigan, we could see some accumulating snow as well. Even down into the far southeast part of the state, we could have a dusting on the grass for a short time tomorrow. So here's the radar right now. Pretty quiet. You see the light showers coming across southern Lake Michigan. Those will move into the southern third of lower Michigan. Very sparse in form. And here's the radar forecast showing that. Now let me grab the latest. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. So remember, we get it every hour. Hey, good morning, everyone. So let's go through the afternoon, and you can see around Ann Arbor and Detroit and Jackson, Lansing, clouds, maybe a shower or two, quick little shower. Otherwise, lower Michigan is dry today. Even the UP, mostly dry. This is 6 o'clock tonight, and here comes that wicked cold front. And look at overnight tonight, the snow starts across the UP. Here comes the cold front for lower Michigan. This is 5 in the morning. Traverse City and Frankfort and Manistee and Cadillac and Gaylord, you can wake up to snow falling in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock. And then as we get into the morning hours, hey, good morning, Mark Estelstein Miller in Lansing. As we get into tomorrow, 9, 10, 11, here comes the snow through even southern and southeast Michigan. Spurty snow, but we don't want to see that at April 15th. It'll be a taxing snow. It'll tax our system. How does that sound? So here's the snowfall forecast off of that same model. And you can see the UP looking for 3 to 6 inches of snow. Northwest lower, Gaylord to Kalkaska to Cadillac, maybe up to 2 inches. Around the Traverse City, 1 or 2 inches. Manistee, an inch or so. Eesh. And then you get into Lapeer and Oakland County, and you might see, yeah, you could see a ½ inch. All right, so I've been talking about this for about a week now, and it looks like it's going to come to fruition, and that is a pattern change to a southwesterly flow. Not rip-roaring hot. We don't really need that just yet, but it looks like we're going to see the flow go from northwesterly and these storms dropping into the Great Lakes that are cold behind them to a flow that bends to the west-southwest, and those will be more spring-like rains, and it will bring a lot of 50s and 60s into our weather. So here is that upper air flow. So here's your storm tomorrow, and that northwesterly flow coming out of Canada. That's why we're so cold. Thursday, we rebound a touch. The next system not coming down as far south as it looked like last week. That's a sign that this ridge of warmth is in the southeast is building strength. Now we're at Monday the 21st and the 22nd. All along I've targeted 21st, 22nd, and 23rd for the change in weather. Now this is the 24th, and you can see how we're in a southwesterly flow coming out of Texas, coming out of the desert southwest. And we go out to April 29th. So it looks like we're going to close out the month of April with much warmer temperatures. And in fact, the Climate Prediction Center says 6 to 10 day forecast, April 19th to 23rd, leaning toward warmer than normal. And of course, on a southwesterly flow, you can get some moisture, and we still can use that. 8 to 14 day, April 21st to 27th. A much higher chance of above normal temperatures. And the 3 to 4 week forecast issued on Friday goes into early May, and they call for about normal temperatures and maybe still trending warmer or wetter than normal. So let's look at the day-to-day weather. Let's look at Easter Sunday too. Here's our storm system, and tomorrow, a lot of isobars around there. So tomorrow is for April 15th, it's kind of a stay in the house day just because you don't want to deal with this stuff anymore. And then Wednesday morning will be really cold as we clear. Wednesday, a pretty day with sunshine. We'll warm up a touch. Southwesterly winds come back. The next rain, that's Friday morning. So Friday looks kind of like a wet day. David Feinblum says graduation season coming up. So this is Friday, and it still hangs around into early Saturday morning, then dries us out for Saturday. And this is Easter Sunday. Sunrise services look cold, light wind, dry, clear, sunny. This is Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday afternoon. This is Easter Sunday late afternoon into evening. The rain may already be showing up at some point. But right now, the first half of Easter Sunday looks good. And note these storms. Note where this one comes from. This one comes from Texas, Oklahoma, northward. All right, real temperatures. We're going to be in the 60s, eastern side of the state today, 50s in the west. And then tomorrow, the bottom drops out, only 30s. Traverse City, Cadillac, Gaylord, UP, only 40s for the rest of us. So if we do get snow, it will not last long at all. Good morning, Tom Ramsey. Good morning, Carmelita Tiffany. Time to get out the bike. Yes, definitely. And so here's Thursday, back to 60. Here's Friday. Big temp spread. There's Saturday. Here's Easter Sunday. Looks like it'd be in the 50s to about 60. And as we head into next week, you'll start to see a lot more 60s, several days there. And that's what that southwesterly flow is going to do to us April 25th, 26th. Really starting to rebound nicely. If you get a north wind in that period, you could have highs in the 50s, but then otherwise temperatures should be in the 60s as we head into next week. So there you have it. Things straightening out, but admittedly it's going to be painful tomorrow and Wednesday, especially tomorrow with a stiff northwest wind, rain and snow showers, and temperatures only in the 30s and 40s and wind chills in the 20s. There you go. You had to ask, right? That's the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. You have yourselves a great Monday. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.